Thank you. Hello, Mr. Mayor, Ms. Vice Mayor, and dear council members. I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Soheila Bana. I came to the United States in 1985 as a young adult. I came because I could not get into the university in my own country, even though I was a very top student and I was being persecuted for my beliefs. So I came here. I worked many minimum wage jobs, from childcare to elderly care to dishwashing, to put myself through college. I enrolled in a community college, then went to the University of California at Berkeley. I transferred, got my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and computer science, worked and continued to graduate the school. I achieved a master's degree and a PhD in electrical engineering and computer science from Cal. I became a citizen by choice of this country. I'm proud of it. I'm a proud resident of the city of Richmond. I've been living here for 20 years. For 10 years out of those 20 years, I've been representing the city of Richmond at the Contra Costa Mosquito and Vector Control District. Richmond has a beautiful landscape. I fell in love with Richmond when I came here to buy a house, and I stayed here ever since. And I've been admiring his nature, and I've been noticing his issues and problems, social issues. It does have issues, and it does have resources, and together we can make a lot out of it. I am a mother. I have 2 children. I raised my children to go to college because I had gone to college and I knew a college degree made a huge difference in the quality of life, quality of living, the wages, salaries, everything. And all the time I asked myself this question: how come I come from a different country, penniless, no support, no networking, and education opportunity is available to me. I can go to college, I can get my PhD in engineering, and many children born and raised here on this land do not have that opportunity. So, while I do appreciate opportunities, I acknowledge that they're not equally distributed. And I would love to address that as council member, if I get appointed, or at any capacity that I could serve my community. That's one of the most important issues I sincerely care about: education opportunities for children at all levels. When I was getting my PhD, I had 2 children. I graduated with a toddler and a preschooler. I do appreciate the value of childcare for women. It gives them the opportunity for education, for work, for being an equal human being with equal rights to do whatever they want to do. Having children is a right for an individual, and it's a responsibility for the society. It takes a village to raise a child. We cannot expect individual parents to do everything for their children. The society does have responsibilities to provide public services, educational opportunities, and many entities need to get together to make it a reality for children to have good education and get college education. As I said, I am an engineer by profession. When I got my PhD, there were many jobs available with high income. Unfortunately, more than 90% of them were related to defense. So I chose to work for the government. I became a civil servant. I work for California Department of Transportation. And I have been a union member ever since I started my work there. Currently, I represent thousands of engineers, professional engineers in California government, Bay Area section, which is the Union for Engineers, PEG, as their president-elect. And previously, I've been vice president for electrical engineers. I am an engineer by profession, but I am an activist by passion. I've been working to defend basic human rights, women's rights, children's rights. I especially care about welfare and health of women and children. I work anti-death penalty as well, and I've been president and co-founder of 2 local non-profit organizations, one to help children in poverty and the other to help women with breast cancer. At this point, I would like to announce that I'm very proud again to be a U.S. citizen, to be a resident of Richmond, to be among you, and I do appreciate democracy in the sense that despite all the social issues that exist, we can work to change it. It's a dynamic society. To me, democracy doesn't mean heaven. It means that every individual citizen has a chance to participate in how the society is run. And I would like to take advantage of it. And I will be happy to serve the community at any capacity possible. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay, don't go away. We're going to go to questions and we'll just go down the road. So, Councilmember Choi, do you have anything?
No questions, but thank you for coming here tonight.
Councilmember Willis?
No questions. Thank you.
Vice Mayor?
No questions.
Councilmember Martinez?
Yes, you said that you came to the States in 1985, but you didn't mention what country you came from.
I'm from Iran.
Iran. Okay, thank you. And what area of expertise do you see yourself focusing on as a city council member?
As I said, I would like to address the issue of education, most of all, and how different entities in the society could come together. I always believe that it takes a village to raise a child, and in the sense of a city, there are many entities who get together, from the citizen who could start tutoring, mentoring. I've been doing it at different levels, to the University of California at Berkeley, which is one of the best educational systems in the world, sitting right next to us. And it's a shame that they don't get more students from Richmond. One of my plans is to initiate programs at the capacity of city council member, start formal programs to increase the capacity number of the students being admitted to University of California at Berkeley. Obviously, this starts from, beginning level, from child care being provided to everyone with education, but at some point, we need to open the pipeline to send more students to colleges, especially Cal should take some responsibility as our neighbor.
Fantastic. I'm on the education committee for the city of Richmond, so I would like to continue this conversation with you, whether or not you are appointed.
I'll be happy to. I'll stay in touch. Thank you very much.
Definitely. I have just one more question. What are your views on corporate money in politics?
I'm very glad actually to be a citizen of Richmond, which has started this in this area, as far as I know, that the candidates do not accept money from corporate, and I think that's excellent. It's the citizens who need to pick their representatives, not the corporates.
Okay, thank you.
Councilmember Mark?
Yes, a follow-up to what Councilman Martinez said, and very, very eloquent, and thank you for your passion on education issues. You're familiar with Richmond Promise, I take it, I assume. I'm hoping whether or not you get this seat that you'll engage with us and engage with that program in terms of helping to build the college woman culture in Richmond. And so I just wanted to ask you if that's something you're committed to.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Whether or not you would. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And did you say what field your PhD is in?
Electrical engineering and computer science.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.